Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this super fun and easy beginner knit scarf. All you need are 2 skeins of LionBrand Woolies Thick and Quick and a pair of US 15 circular needles. So if you want to learn how to make this scarf, and here I'll hold it up for you just so you can see that nice ribbing texture. Super fun and long, perfect for guys, girls, kids, whatever you want. If you want to make that, come join me after you gather your materials and we'll do it together. All right, friends, so what I have here are some simple circular needles from Clover. You can see it's a US 15 10 millimeter for those of you that choose your needles and hooks based off of the metric system. And then I've got a little ball of LionBrand Woolease Thick and Quick. And basically I'm going to show you how to cast on. I'm going to show you the exact pattern of it, and then I'm going to work up a couple of rows, and then I'm going to show you how to bind off. So once you've got your needles and your yarn, pop back over and join me. So this first part is going to be really easy. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to cast on a total of 16. I like to use, sorry, I'm fumbling over my words. I like to use the long tail cast on method, and so essentially what we're going to do is we're going to pull out approximately enough to make 16 and give us a little bit so that we can easily weave in our end there. And I'm going to take one of these. I made a little slip knot. I'm going to put this on here, and I'll kind of do a couple of these slow just in case you are a super new beginner. So I've had people in the comments say that this is actually called the shotgun cast on because it kind of looks like a little gun. So if you have your tail in the front and you have your working yarn behind, you're going to make your little gun, okay? Insert it in between, so kind of like split the yarn like so, okay? You're going to hold the tail in the front and the working yarn behind, and then this is how you're going to do it. I'm going to go very, very slow. So you're going to go under, around, and through, and then pull it kind of tight. So we've got 2 on. So do it again. Under, around, and through. Do it again. Under, around, and so you can kind of see what it looks like, around and through. I'll do it one more time. Under, around, and through. So do this for a total of 16 loops on your needle. All right, so I have cast on a total of 16. And now what I'm going to do is we are going to begin working our first row, and it is a 2x2 ribbing, so that means 2 knit stitches, 2 purl stitches, okay? So for the very first stitch, because we've got this little tail and we kind of want to make sure that it's secure, here's what I like to do. I just insert my needle. I'm going to take the tail and the working yarn, wrap it to make a knit stitch, slide that off. I'm going to drop that tail, okay, because we've kind of secured it there. I'm going to knit the next stitch, and it goes just like this. Insert like that. Wrap. That tail is going to try to get in our way, but don't let that distract you. Wrap and work it just like that. So we've knit both of those. Now we're going to purl the next 2, so we bring our yarn forward, and instead of going this way, we're going to go in the front, like so. Wrap our yarn for a purl, and then purl the next one. Wrap our yarn, just like that. Move our yarn to the back, because we're going to knit the next 2. So 1 and 2, bring our yarn back to the front, purl the next 2, 1 back, knit the next 2, 1, 2, bring your yarn to the front, knit the next 2, 1, 2, I already said knit, that's purl. Now we're going to knit 1, 2, bring the yarn forward, and it's a 1 and then a 2. So now we completed row 1, and if you look right here, I'm going to give you a couple of little pointers. Do you see these? It's kind of hard to see on the first row, but you can see it. So do you see how it kind of looks like a loop and a loop? We know that these are going to be knit stitches. And if we look here, we kind of have like 2 little boom, boom, like little loaves. So those would be our purl stitches. So if you see these loops, or if you get lost or you lose a stitch or whatever, you have to come back, put the project down. The loopies are the knits, and the little lobe looking things are your purls. And so we know we're going to go knit, purl, just like that. So let's go ahead and work our way back down this row just one more time so you can see exactly how to do it. So we're going to knit, knit, bring our yarn to the front, kind of scoot our stitches, and then we're going to purl and purl, yarn to the back, we're going to knit just like that, and then purl. I guess I should slow down because some people say I go too fast. I'm so sorry. Let me go really slow. All right, purl, purl, yarn to the back. See how that looks? Knit, knit, and purl again, purl, and purl, yarn to the back, knit, knit, yarn to the front, oops, purl. And then one little thing I want to mention, remember we attached both the tail and the loop, so that looks like 2, but it's actually 1. So we're just going to go underneath both of those, and we're going to purl that last stitch and kind of pull that little guy tight. Okay, so we've got 2 rows now, so you can kind of see 2 rows of humps and then the 2 loops. And so it's essentially the same thing all the way down for a total of 187 rows, or your preferred length. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work up 2 more rows off camera that I'm going to pop back on, and I'm going to show you how to bind this off so that you can finish up your scarf. And clearly I did a few more rows, and the reason is because I had an idea while I was doing it, hey, I ought to make a big swatch because I want to have a video in the next 90 days to show you guys what gauge is, and so I kind of needed a big swatch in order to do that. But here I'm going to show you how to bind off your project. So we've got all 187 rows, we're done, we're ready to cast this thing off, bind it off, whatever term you want to use, and sew it in and wear it or gift it to a friend. So this is how I do a bind off. So we're going to work that first stitch just like normal, right? Just like a knit stitch, okay? We're going to knit the next stitch. Then we're going to take our needle and pull it up and over that stitch, okay? So those were 2 knit stitches. Now we're going to bring our yarn to the front. We're going to basically do the exact same thing. So we're going to purl now. Wrap the yarn around, go ahead and work a knit stitch, then we're going to take this one right here, okay? We're gonna pull it off. Bring your yarn back to the front so that we can work the next purl. And we're just kind of keeping in line with that same repeat of knits and purls. So you pull that off, take the yarn to the back, because now we need to purl the next two. I'm sorry, knit the next two. Fumbling all over my words. You're going to take that loop and kind of just bring it up and over. Knit the next stitch. Take that behind loop. Bring it up and over just like that. Bring your yarn to the front because we're doing the purls now. So we purl and then grab that loop, bring it up and over, purl the next one, grab that loop, bringing it up and over, take your yarn to the back, knit, grab that loop, bring it up and over, knit the next one, grab that loop, bring it up and over, bring your yarn to the front, we're going to purl the next one, and then we're going to grab that loop. You can use your fingers if you need to. Up and over, just got a few more left. Purl. Looks like I am going to win at Yarn Chicken. That's always a great feeling. Yarn to the back. Okay, we're going to knit the next two. Up and over. Knit. Bring it up and over. Almost didn't make it. Did you see that? We're going to purl the next one. Up and over, and then purl the last one. I'm gonna kind of have to, I'm gonna hold it because we've got a lot of tension on the bottom. Up and over, and then we just pull that one through. And then as you can see, we bound off that whole top piece, and it looks very similar to our bottom, almost identical. And then you would just take your darning needle or tapestry needle, weave in the ends, and your scarf is done. And that's it. I really hope you liked that tutorial. I would love to have your feedback down in the comments. Let me know what you thought. Was it easy? Did I go too fast? I really do appreciate your feedback. So don't worry if you have a little bit of a critique. I do appreciate it, and I love learning and growing and making sure that I'm providing for you the absolute best tutorials I possibly can. So be sure that you subscribe, hit that notifications bell so that you can be alerted every time I post a new video. And yeah, if you make a scarf, I hope to see it somewhere online. Just tag me and let me know. I'm at YarnHookNeedles. You guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow.